I'm gonna fix that just a little bit. Let's move us over here. Can capture. Right? This one. Okay, forgive me for that. What's going on here? Wait, what's happening? What's happening here? Okay. This is okay. I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Hang on. I found a really nice kitchen from Hush Hush. And I thought we could get involved with this. Okay. Let's see like that. All right. This is Venus Callida. I'm here with my two silent co-hosts, Elle and Bonniebelle. And they are besties. And if you play the Hush Hush game, which is inspired by the Sand Pandas, and the Sad Pandas have Crush and Blush. And so Crush here are two of the waifu of that. And we know Bonniebelle is a definite baker. She has her own bakery in Hush Hush. And Elle is always visiting her. And Bonniebelle is so eager to ship Elle that she will bake you all of Elle's favorites, including some of the things that we are holding in her hands here today. So sorry about my coughing. But this is the Hush Hush inspired Besties edition. What would Bonniebelle make for you and Elle to have a wonderful day together? Or date. She'll be pushing for it. So let's find out. So, hello, my super sweet and precious mortal soul. This is Venus Callida here. And without further ado, Bonniebelle here is willing to bake any of Elle's favorite treats and give them to a potential suitor if it can get an in with her friend. So we're going to dive into the second page of Bonniebelle's cookbook right now. This is round 1. Riddle me this. I'm a sharp tasting crystalline acid present in the juice of sour fruits. What am I? Ooh. Riddle number 2. I'm a red and fleshy stone fruit, and I rhyme with berry. What am I? Riddle number 3. I am a sweet melon with anti-inflammatory and weight loss properties. Used as a sweetener. What am I? It's not a priest. Do la 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 la. Riddle number 4. I am a food additive that gives a sour taste to food, also known as dicarboxylic acid. Ooh, say that 5 times fast. Made by all living organisms. What am I? Riddle number 6. I am... Oh, sorry. Riddle number 5. What is the vegetable that wears its heart on its sleeve? Riddle number 6. I'm a crystalline compound that is found especially in tea and coffee plants, and it stimulates the central nervous system. What am I? Hello, Armored Draco. Thank you so much. I really love this apron dress, and I really love this color. This is my color for the Horde, of course, but even just in personal aesthetics, I really love it. Not because it looks like blood, because Ayika's not here. We're not baking for her today. We are baking for Elle from Bonniebelle's Kitchen. All right, riddle number 7. I'm a naturally occurring sulfur-containing amino acid. What am I? And no, I'm not a bull. Riddle number 8. I'm an amino acid that supports immune and digestive health and helps in repairing muscles. What am I? My goodness, these riddles are so scientific this week. I'm so sorry I did this to you. Hope you're having a fun drink over there and hydrating while we listen. All right. So the music for that. La 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 la. Riddle number 9. I'm water soluble and help in the synthesis of red blood cells. What kind of vitamin am I? Do, 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 do. I forgot my theme song. It's terrible. Okay, I'm a little rusty here. It's been a couple of months. Riddle number 10. I'm also called sodium citrate. What common thing on your kitchen table could I be? Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, 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 ba-da. Riddle number 11. I'm a supplemental powder that helps cells hydrate, and I help regulate blood pressure. What could I be? And I'm not a spud. That's your only clue. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Riddle number 12. I am the liquid state of steam. What am I? Riddle number 13. How do berries open the Fruit Olympic Games? Da-na-na, 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 da-na. Riddle number 14. I am squares of frozen water in 3D. What am I? All right, Msoul, if you want to know the very first thing Bonniebelle would bake for you so that you and Elle can have a great night together, let's solve these riddles right now. And riddle number 1. I'm a sharp-tasting crystalline acid present in the juice of sour fruits. What am I? It's citric acid powder. And we're going to need 2 cups citric acid powder. One if you prefer less sourness, but if you like to pucker your kisser, then have 2 cups citric acid powder for this recipe. In riddle number 2, I'm a red and fleshy stone fruit. I rhyme with berry. What am I? Cherry. We'll need 1 cup of natural cherry flavor powder or to taste. You could add like a 1/4 cup at a time and test it if you want. Riddle number 3. I'm a sweet melon with anti-inflammatory and weight loss properties used as a sweetener. What am I? And no, it's not a priest. It's monk fruit. And monk fruit or other natural sweetener. So erythritol or monk fruit sweetener or stevia, but use like a little less of the stevia because that has an everlasting taste. Riddle number 4. I'm a food additive that gives a sour taste to food. Ooh, we're going all out here. Also known as dicarboxylic acid, made by all living organisms. What is it? Malic acid powder. Malic acid. And you'll need a 1/4 cup of malic acid powder. This is optional, but it does give you a more authentic, slushy kind of a flavor if you use it. In riddle number 5, what is the vegetable that wears its heart on its sleeve? A beet, because they look like the shape of a heart. Beetroot powder, and we need it for the color. It's give a nice pinky color. Beetroot. We'll need a 1/4 cup. In riddle number 6, I'm a crystalline compound that is found especially in tea and coffee plants, and it stimulates the central nervous system. What am I? Caffeine powder will need 1 teaspoon. Riddle number 7. I'm a naturally occurring sulfur-containing amino acid. What am I? No, I'm not a bull. Taurine. Taurine powder will need 1 teaspoon. In riddle number 8, I'm an amino acid that supports immune and digestive health and helps in repairing muscles. What am I? It's L-glutamine powder. 1 teaspoon will do it. In riddle number 9, I'm water soluble and help in the synthesis of red blood cells. What vitamin am I? B. And we need 1 teaspoon of the B vitamin blend. In riddle number 10, I'm also called sodium citrate. What am I? This common thing usually found on your kitchen table. Salt. We'll need a half teaspoon salt. This will help make a smoother taste all around if you add it. Riddle number 11. I know this is a big one. I'm a supplemental powder that helps cells hydrate and helps regulate blood pressure. I need this one. What is it? Potassium citrate. A half teaspoon will do it. Also optional. Riddle number 12. I am the liquid state of steam. What am I? Water. And we'll need 4 cups. Riddle number 13. How do berries open the Fruit Olympic Games? They cherry the Olympic torch around the globe. Cherry, cherry. We'll need a 1/4 cup natural cherry syrup for added flavor. Riddle number 14. I am squares of frozen water in 3D. What am I? Ice cubes. Use as many as you need. I like to kind of fill a cup at least halfway and blend it all out so that it's tiny little chippy pieces for that real slushy goodness. And so Venus, you could ask me, what does this make? It's a homemade cherry slushy energy drink. It's a healthier and delicious spin on the Alani Nu sugar-free energy drink. Because you're using natural organic sweeteners like the monk fruit. And if I were to show you this, I'll get up close. I'm holding it right now. Take a look at this slushy. I'll put some cherries on top, like the fresh cherries with the little stems, just to spice up a bit. Of course, I'm going to add my Canadian flag. Of course I'm going to do that. Of course. Now, that's the start because, when we meet, go into the Hush Hush universe and head off to Bonniebelle's bakery. She does have drinks she can sell you. You can sip on them while you wait for her fresh baking to come out of the back oven there. Now, let me tell you, here's how she's going to prepare this dry mix for us. In a large bowl, you're going to combine the citric acid, cherry flavor powder, sweetener blend, malic acid, beetroot powder for the pink color, caffeine, taurine, L-glutamine, B vitamin blend, sodium citrate, which is salt, and potassium citrate. You're going to mix it well until it's evenly distributed in this bowl. Next, you're going to sift the mixture so there's no clumps. Sift the dry ingredients through a fine mesh sieve to ensure no clumps and that the powder is smooth. Next, you're going to add the wet ingredients together. Gradually add in the water and stir as you put a little bit at a time. Make sure it's evenly getting distributed. Glycerin. Oh, I skipped that part. But glycerin, I'm going to skip that part, but you could add it. Don't. Just don't. Sorry, I didn't typo that in. Get rid of it. But it does give you more of the texture over your tongue when you're drinking this of a slushy. Okay, you're going to need the cherry syrup to the dry mix while stirring with a whisk or a fork. Big, giant fork, but a whisk is better. Continue stirring until the mixture is smooth and free of lumps. Now you're going to taste the drink and adjust the flavors to your preference. Taste the mixture and adjust the sweetness, the tartness, or your flavor as needed. You can add more sweetener, citric acid, or cherry flavor to get it just right. Finally, you're going to chill it and serve it. You're going to transfer the mixture to a glass bottle or a container and refrigerate it for at least 2 hours to allow the flavors to melt. If you've got a fridge full of all sorts of different foods, those flavors are going to merge into this drink, so you want to seal it airtight. Serve this drink chilled with or without ice. I do crush ice in my California blender and pour the drink on top. For a slushy texture, you're going to pour the mixture into ice cube trays, freeze it, and blend it to a slush ready texture when you're ready. That's just another way to do it. And there you've got your sipper to go on over and start chit-chatting with Elle. Thanks, Belle. Here's round 2. Because Bonniebelle knows, well, since she has so many brothers, a way to a man's heart to his stomach, maybe. And so with that in mind, she knows how to cook up a really nice main dish. And I'm holding it here, but let's tell you all about it. Round number 2, riddle me this. It crosses the road a lot. What bird is it? Riddle number 2. Who is Popeye's girlfriend? Riddle number 3. When a man goes a bit gray around the face, they call it what kind of hairstyle? Riddle number 4. Milkmaids can churn me up on a rainy day. What am I? Riddle number 5. I sound like I'm from a Shakespearean play. I'm a cousin of the onion. What am I? Riddle number 6. I'm a drink that makes you dizzy, pressed from dark grapes. What am I? Pew, 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 pew. I'm even wearing a red shirt and they still didn't get me. Ha ha. Riddle number 7. I'm a liquid base for soups, made for poultry lovers. What am I? XOXO. Riddle number 8. I'm a supersaturated salty liquid. What am I? Bum, 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 bum. Riddle number 9. I'm a fruit that's round and shiny and red with a tiny green stem on top of my head. What am I? Riddle number 10. Finish this song lyric. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and what? What is it? Riddle number 11. I'm a yellow citrus fruit shaped like a football. What am I? All right, my fabulous mortal soul, it's time to tell you all about a main dish that I'm holding right here. Let me get up close and personal. Here it is. Hey, watch where you're looking. Watch where you're looking. All right, nice. Isn't that nice? Some chicken in that. Some chicken in that right there. All right, let me tell you all about it. In riddle number 1, it crosses the road a lot. What bird is it? Chicken! And we're going to need 4 chicken breasts pounded down to an even thickness so it will cook evenly. In riddle number 2, who's Popeye's girlfriend? Olive oil. You're going to need extra virgin olive oil for brushing over the chicken breasts. In riddle number 3, when a man goes a bit gray around the face, they call it what kind of hairstyle? Salt and pepper. Use it to taste. Riddle number 4, milkmaids can churn me up best on a rainy day. What am I? Butter. And we'll need 2 tablespoons butter or vegan butter divided up. Riddle number 5. I sound like I'm from a Shakespearean play. I'm a cousin of the onion. What am I? A shallot. And we need 1 shallot chopped up. Riddle number 6. I'm a drink that makes you dizzy, pressed from dark grapes. What am I? Red wine. We need 1 cup of red wine, possibly a Cabernet. Riddle number 7. I'm a liquid base for soups made for poultry lovers. What am I? XOXO. OXO cubes. It's chicken broth. We need a 1/2 cup chicken broth for this recipe. And riddle number 8. I'm a super saturated salty liquid. What am I? Vinegar. It's a super saturated salt. But we'll need balsamic vinegar. 2 tablespoons. Yum. Riddle number 9. I'm a fruit that's round and shiny and red with a tiny green stem on top of my head. What am I? Cherries. And we're going to need 12 ounces of fresh or frozen pitted sweet cherries. No need to thaw them if they're frozen. Just use them as you get them out of the freezer. In riddle number 10, finish this song lyric. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and what? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. We'll need to remember 1 teaspoon minced fresh thyme for this recipe. Yum, yum. And it smells good too. Riddle number 11. I'm a yellow citrus fruit shaped like a little football. Or Stewie's head. Stewie Griffin, his little head. What is it? A lemon. We need 1/2 of a lemon for this recipe. So Venus, you might wonder, what does this make? This exciting recipe teaches us how to make cherry balsamic chicken. It's delicious and it's savory and it smells amazing. Let me get up close and personal one more time with you now. Cherry. That's what you're seeing. It's not blueberries. Those are cherries that have been baked in with this chicken. And it's amazing. And remember, you're already having this cherry slushy as you're preparing your meal. So it's going to all just be very complimentary. And it's an amazing little adventure. If you're a foodie adventurer, this is the thing for you to try. Okay. The tangy glaze is made from fresh cherries and balsamic vinegar, and it wraps the succulent chicken breast in a dark and glossy hug. So those of you who kind of like things on the dark side, this is a great one to serve for a vampire's banquet or something, you know? Just thinking about it. This flavor palette is balanced with a hint of sweetness and a touch of herbs. You can also pair this gourmet recipe with roasted vegetables for a complete meal that delights the senses. I promise it does. So start by brushing both sides of the chicken with extra virgin olive oil and season with the salt and pepper. Heat a large skillet over medium-high heat and add the chicken breasts and saute until they're cooked through. This will take 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Then remove the chicken to a plate and tent it with aluminum foil to keep it warm. Next, you're going to melt 1 tablespoon of the butter in the same skillet, then add the shallots and saute until they're tender, about 2 minutes. Add the wine, chicken broth, and balsamic vinegar and simmer until the sauce is reduced by nearly a half. This takes 3 to 4 minutes. Now add the cherries and the fresh thyme and continue to simmer the sauce until it's slightly thickened, another 2 to 3 minutes. Pressing down on the cherries gently with the back of a wooden spoon to squish it all out. Squish it all out. Squish it. Just squish it. Okay. Finally, remove the skillet from the heat and stir in the remaining tablespoon of butter and the lemon juice. Spoon this liquid over the chicken breast to keep them moist and serve just like that. Yay! All right. Bonniebelle's setting us up for some success here with her bestie, Elle. Cherries. I just love cherries. Aren't these 2 little cherries? Look, they're always like little twinsies, little pink twinsies here. And these little besties, they know how to cook it up. Now, if you do play the game of Hush Hush, or if you've tried their demo, you know what Bonniebelle's going to offer to bake you up and give you for free so that you could try to win Elle's attention in the first place. Cherries all the way. Let's go for dessert. Are you ready for round 3? Here we go. Riddle me this. In a bakery, my presence is a must. Without me, all you'd bake is dust. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. What ingredient makes bread rise but is not alive? Pew 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 pew. Pew! Missed us even in red shirts. Oh my goodness, they're so awful. Anyways, riddle number 3. Tiny crystals, white and fine, sprinkled on food to make it shine. What am I? Do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do. Riddle number 4. Moo moo ka-choo. A farmer can collect me, and then a maid will churn me up. What am I? Riddle number 5. I'm a sweet tasty in white or brown, even golden. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 6. You crack me up, but I never get upset. What am I? Riddle number 7. Just very curious about one thing here. If you're kind of boring or kind of really reserved, someone will call you this thing. But really does no justice because I'm a very tasty, sweet, dark liquid. What am I? Riddle number 8. I'm often mistaken for a nut, but I'm really a seed. What am I? You can make pilk out of me. Just a hint. Just a hint. Riddle number 9. Moo Moo gives farmers this liquid every morning. What is it? So sorry about that. I'm not a singer. So sorry. Riddle number 10. I change the hues and tints of your baked goods so they look better. What am I? Riddle number 11. I swing from branches with my twin. My pick can be found deep within. What am I? Riddle number 12. I'm used to make snow on gingerbread houses. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 13. You get this from a cow before it's filtered. What is it? Moo 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 moo. Riddle number 14. I'm a fruit used to fill pies, not an apple. What am I? Oh, I did find something here. Okay, I'm moving something over because I knew I had doubled it up somewhere. So all this clicking you're hearing is me making a correction to my script. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Okay, and I'm going to do one more thing. Ba la 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 la. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is kind of cute. This is kind of funny. I dangle in pairs with a shiny red glow. Shut up. Take your dirty mind out of my kitchen. From trees I hang with no seeds to show. Very, very shiny. Like a sports car. What am I? Do, 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 do. All right, it's time, everybody. The pièce de résistance right here in Bonniebelle's hands. Let's solve these riddles because we've got to get baking. In riddle number 1, in a bakery, my presence is a must. Without me, you'd be baking as dust. What am I? Flour. We need 1 cup all-purpose flour. Riddle number 2. What ingredient makes bread rise but is not alive? Baking powder. And we need 1.5 teaspoons baking powder for this recipe. Riddle number 3. Tiny crystals, white and fine, sprinkled on food to make it shine. What am I? Salt. We need 3/4 teaspoon salt for this recipe. And riddle number 4. Farmers collect this liquid in the morning and then it gets churned by the maids into this thing. What is it? Butter. And we need 18 tablespoons of unsalted butter at room temperature for this recipe, so leave it out in a dish. Riddle number 5. I'm a sweet tasty in white or brown or golden. What am I? Sugar. We'll need a 1/2 cup granulated sugar for this recipe. Now, Bonniebelle, we know you call people sugar. We're talking about the stuff we put in the baking, though. In the baking. Yes. Riddle number 6. You crack me up, but I never get upset. What am I? Eggs. And what we're going to need is 3 egg whites for this recipe. Save those yellow parts for breakfast in the morning. I don't know. But 3 egg whites is all we need. Riddle number 7. If you are plain or boring, you could be called this name, which is also the name of a dark and tasty liquid. What is it? Vanilla. We certainly are not. But we need 1 teaspoon vanilla extract for this recipe. If you can find the clear vanilla instead of the dark one, that would be better because the dark one would turn everything really dark. And if you want the thing that Bonniebelle is holding up in her hand right now, you're going to have to go with the clear extract if you can afford it. I use artificial. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. Here it is. Look at that. Look at that. If you use the dark, you're going to get something dark. It doesn't matter necessarily. If that's what you're into, just change the shades of your icing. Okay, but that's what it is. Everything. Cherries pulling it all together. Yes. All right. Now let's get back to this. Riddle number 8. I'm often mistaken for a nut, but I'm really a seed. And it's used to make milk. What is it? Almond. We'll need 3/4 teaspoon almond extract for this recipe. Riddle number 9. Moo Moo gives farmers this liquid every morning. What is it? Milk. And we'll need a 1/2 cup whole milk for this recipe. Riddle number 10. I change the hues and tints of your baked goods to make them look better. What is it? Food coloring. Your choice. But we're using a tiny touch of red to make the icing kind of pink. It's up to you what you want to do. The cupcakes. Now, for a more natural pink, you can use beet juice, but I don't know about the flavor. I don't know. I swing from branches with my twin. My pick can be found deep within. What am I? Cherries. And in this case, we need 3/4 cups of maraschino cherries, patted, dry, and chopped up. That's the stuff you also see in our main dish. So it's like complementary between the main dish and what's in our cupcakes here. Oh, I gave it away. Oops, but you can see it. Riddle number 12. I'm used to make snow on gingerbread houses. What am I? Powdered sugar, that super fine stuff. We need 4 cups of that. Riddle number 13. You get this from a cow before it's filtered. What is it? Heavy cream. Or you can use milk, whatever kind you need. 6 tablespoons heavy cream or milk for this recipe. Riddle number 14. I'm a fruit used to fill pies, but I'm not apple. What am I? Next best, cherry. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of maraschino cherry juice for this recipe. Or crush out real fresh cherries and get the real juice. But maraschino cherry juice is really nice. It's sweet. Riddle number 15. I dangle in pairs with a shiny red glow. Shut it. Just, no, don't go there with it. Get your dirty mind out. All right. From trees I hang with no seeds to show. What am I? Fresh cherries, because they usually grow in pairs. fresh cherries with their stems attached for a garnish on top of each little cupcake. This is so cute. So Venus, you may pose the question, maybe not. What does this make? It's a Besties cherry cupcake. Bonniebelle knows the cherry cupcakes are Elle's absolute favorites, so she'll go all out in Hush Hush and she'll make you a whole batch and give it to you for free. She won't even sell it to you so that you can get in good with her sweet friend Elle. And she wants Elle to have the very, very best, and she'll help you deliver. Absolutely. So Venus, you may pose a question. What does it make? Well, I've already told you. The Besties cherry cupcakes. And here's what we need to do to make them. For the cupcake part, allow butter and egg whites to stand at room temperature for a half an hour before you even start. Meanwhile, line 24 baking cups with the paper bake cups, or coat each cupcake or muffin tin thingy with cooking spray. In a medium bowl, stir together the flour, baking soda, salt, and baking powder. Baking soda, and baking powder. All of it. In a separate bowl, whisk together buttermilk and the cherry juice until combined. So that's that whole milk I was talking about. You're going to set it all aside. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large mixing bowl, you're going to beat the butter with an electric mixer on medium to high speed. No mercy! For 30 seconds. Add in the sugar a little bit at a time, the vanilla, and the almond extract. Beat this all until it's combined. Don't forget to scrape down with a spatula on the sides to make sure everything gets in there. Now you're going to add in your egg whites one at a time, beating well after each addition. Alternately, add your flour mixture and the buttermilk mixture to the beaten mixture a little bit at a time so we avoid lumps. Beating on low speed after each addition just until it's combined. Then add the next bit in. Now, once it's all combined well, you're going to use a spoon or use a cookie scoop to transfer the batter into prepared muffin tin cups. Okay, so filling each about 2/3 full. Please don't go above that or it's going to spill out everywhere like giant out of control Smurf houses. Okay, only fill 2/3 full. Bake for 15 to 18 minutes or until the tops spring back when they're lightly touched. You can also use that toothpick test. Cool down your cupcakes in the baking cups on a wire rack until they're completely cooled down. If I don't have a wire rack, I really put it on an element. If you've got those coil spiral elements, I use that. Now, once the cupcakes have cooled, you're going to frost the cupcakes using a piping bag with a star tip, or you can spread the frosting on with a knife if you desire. Top it with cherry garnishes with the little stems poking up. But wait, how to make the frosting? Don't worry, we've already got the ingredients ready. In a large mixing bowl, you're going to beat the butter with an electric mixer on medium speed until it's smooth. Gradually add 2 cups of the powdered sugar, beating well. Beat in the maraschino cherry juice and the almond extract. Gradually beat in additional powdered sugar as needed. And if you need, beat in additional juice or milk, the cherry juice or the milk, 1 teaspoon at a time until the frosting reaches a spreading consistency. This will make about 4 cups of frosting. That's a lot. Now, if you don't have those fancy schmancy baking tools like Bonniebelle has in her kitchen, you can take a Ziploc bag, put the icing in there, you cut off just the little corner, and you can pipe it through that corner of the Ziploc bag. Okay? This is Venus Callida, ending another original episode of Riddle Me Din Din, a Hush Hush inspired Besties edition, with my co-host Bonniebelle and her bestie Elle. So that is a look at Bonniebelle's second page of her cookbook. It's tasties that make Elle very, very happy. And hopefully it will make you happy too. So let me know in the comments if you've tried out any of these recipes, how you like them, and if you would personalize them in any way, because I want to know. And if you do something that looks interesting, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try it again. I don't mind being a taste tester. No, not at all. Have a wonderful evening, my fine mortal soul. This is Venus Callida. I, Elle, and Belle want to wish you bon appetit. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.